One, data states that this coronavirus came from animals and as such tagged as zoonotic, but we have no information as of yet from which animal species it originated. It is transmitted from person to person, but it is transmitted. Yes po.
Kung marami na kaming narinig na
okay.
paulit-ulit.
So
at saka yung mga factoids na yan, contested, kung talagang galing sa animal.
Sige po.
So, kung maaari, can we just move forward to contingency plans and the present status?
Can we go
Kasi
to
nakailan na.
Yes po. So
si Senator Binay.
Yes po. Let's go for a while. Okay. Okay. So let me go to the global update. Yes, next please. So these are the latest. So we see a slight increase in the CFI. There's also transmission in 101 countries, of which 551 are already reporting local transmission. And in the Philippines, next, and these are the countries with top reported cases, namely China, South Korea, and Japan. Next po. So we see a decrease globally, but an increase in cases in countries outside of China. Next. And in the Philippines, these are our current statistics. We have 700 patients under investigation. Only 48 are currently admitted, while 646 have been discharged. And we are reporting 10 confirmed cases. I will give a breakdown of these.
Lahat RITM, kasi yun naman ang kaisa-isang infectious disease center. Nasaan sila? Diba? Sabog-sabog din?
It is in different hospitals po.
Pero none of these hospitals are in fact specialized in infectious care.
Some of these hospitals are specialized in infectious care. What we require is that they have the capacity to isolate these patients under investigation.
Yun na nga ang issue kasi wala naman silang isolation wards na sapat. Alam naman natin ang itsura ng ating provincial hospitals na talagang siksikan hanggang ali.
Okay. So that is part of our next task, man, to be able to capacitate all other level 2 hospitals so that they can accommodate the increase in our patients. Next po. So we also have repatriates. So there are 445 repatriates currently in New Clark City. 34 were classified as patients under investigation, and more than half have tested negative. The rest are awaiting laboratory results. Next po. We also reported repatriates from 2 cruise ships and from Macau. So far, there are no patients under investigation, and they are sent home under quarantine. Next po. This is the inventory or the profile of our 10 confirmed.
Balik lang natin.
Yes po.
Ano yung ibig sabihin na disembark in Philippines March 1? Tama ba yan?
Yes po.
And March 7?
These
ba
are
sila kasama din sa ban?
Ma'am, ito po ay mga passengers sa cruise ships po na may history of travel outside. So what they did is when they disembarked or came back here in the Philippines, we monitored or profiled them whether they should be classified as patients under investigation or monitoring. So as per classification, they're only persons under monitoring po. So next po. So we have a total of 10 confirmed cases. The first 3, though, so the upper line are actually, we classified them as they are of foreign nationalities. The first 3 were already previously reported. These are all imported cases from Wuhan, China. The 7th case actually, so I'll go the 4th is a 38-year-old male. He is Taiwanese who visited, we have a foreign national who visited from Taiwan, and this 38-year-old male is actually his contact. They were together during a tour. He is currently admitted and we were notified that he tested positive for COVID yesterday po. Another is
I think we just need the summary po.
Okay po.
Kasi we are all aware that the President has already declared a state of emergency in the health sector. So please proceed. Thank you.
Okay, so in summary, 5 are foreign nationals while the rest are Filipinos. Of the 10, 5 have travel history outside of the Philippines, while the rest have no significant travel history outside. Next po. So just an inventory that we have overseas overseas Filipinos who were confirmed cases, but they are all recovered po. Next po. And these are the foreign nationals that were reported to us to have been positive for COVID with travel history to the Philippines. Yes po. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so if we may proceed to the Philippine Government Preparedness and Response. Next po. So we are familiar with the four-door policy. So sorry, ma'am. So I will explain po, what is the four-door?
Door 4 na po tayo.
Sige. So nasa door 4 na po tayo, meaning there is evidence of local transmission. However, ang ating may kasunod pa po yan, no? Ang hindi sana natin maabot is yung tinatawag po nating magkaroon ng epidemic surge wherein our health system will be overwhelmed to the point that we will not be able to effectively.
So dapat 5-door.
We will explain po. We have code alerts po for each door, and sa code red po natin, they tagged it as sub-level 1, which is we have evidence of local transmission, and a sub-level 2 wherein
Hindi
there
Doc.
is
Kasi di ba sa, the way you framed it, parang 4 doors, di ba? And then the
Yes po.
4th door is parang the worst case scenario.
Yes.
But apparently, it is not the worst case scenario. Kasi sinabi mo, may isa pang worst case scenario. Tama po ba?
Para pong they divided it into 2 sub-levels wherein, yes. Opo. They try to divide it into 2 sub-levels po. Kumbaga, the fact that there is local transmission is already a trigger for us that we need to step up our efforts. However, when there is evidence of community transmission or yung epidemic surge na sinasabi po natin, that means whatever initial additional efforts that we are doing now needs to be further scaled to be able to respond to this epidemic surge.
Okay. Pwede ba tayong tumuloy na sa ginagawa ng DOH? Kasi we're primarily here to see the economic impact and have to deal with that very quickly. Dahil kasi ang naririnig po natin kay Secretary Duque at sa iba pang mga kinatawan ng Department of Health, iba-iba at hindi magkatugma. Medyo nalilito na yung taong bayan. Kung talaga bang may face mask, walang face mask, maghugas ng kamay, mag-alcohol, lumabas, pinagbabawalan, hindi pinagbabawalan. Ano ba talaga, sister?
Sige. Yes, po.
Madam
Yes.
Chair? Siguro just to add, kasi, di ba parang,
Senator Binay, please.
Dr. De Guzman, parang binanggit mo na parang biniyak nyo pa yung 4th door, di ba? Bakit hindi na lang, kumbaga, tinodo na or sinagad na para yung the way the business community will manage it, kumbaga, nandun na tayo talaga sa worst case scenario. Kasi, di ba, parang today, nandun tayo sa sub-level 1 ba?
Yes.
And then, 2 days from now, baka nasa sub-level 2 na tayo, wherein magbabago na naman ng everybody will have to change na naman the strategy.
Yes.
So why not prepare for the worst case scenario?
May I
Yes, the
request,
usual strategy to prepare for the worst case and pray for the best case, hindi po ba? Ito hindi namin naintindihan sa doktor po to. Saan ba yung para sa komunidad? Para naintindihan ng pangkaraniwang tao?
Good morning po. Dr. Gemma Arellano po sa Emergency Operational Center ng Department of Health on COVID-19. So just to summarize, like what the Department of Health is doing right now, we are actually, as Dr. Teja said, following the 4-door policy. So door 4 is actually meaning may local transmission. Ang trigger po ng door 4 is just 1 case, and we had that actually 2 cases. So kaya inopen po na sinabi ni Secretary Duque na code red na tayo kasi we actually confirmed 2 local cases.
Okay, kapag code red, ano nang gagawin ngayon?
So yun po, wala kasi akong slide.
So,
So yung door 4 po kasi kaya tayo sasabihin ni Secretary Binay na bakit mag-change pa. Kasi trigger lang po yun. Pero actually the actions are whether we have cluster of cases or madaming grupo-grupo ng positive sa
So
local.
is there an absolute number that needs to be reached before it's a complete pandemic, epidemic, etc.?
Wala po. Kasi kailangan lang merong ma-identify na confirmed na cluster of cases like iba-ibang lugar na nagkakaroon. Tapos pag if ever it's a worst case scenario, sinabi ni Dr. Thea, it's actually a different plan. This is where
Ano
following
yung
the
plan
response
para sa
plan.
worst case? Nandito na tayo sa worst case. Kahit wala pa tayo sa pinakagrabe na sitwasyon, gusto lang namin malaman kung ano yung kahandaan ng DOH para sagipin itong sakit na
Yes
ito.
po. Yes po.
Madam Chair, siguro just to add, kasi di ba si Secretary Duque na rin naman yung nagsasabi na it's just a question of time. Yung clustering na binabanggit nyo, it's bound to happen. I think we just have to accept that reality
Yes.
and prepare for that reality.
Yes po.
Na I think kaya nagkakaroon ng fear on the ground kasi hindi na-feel yung preparedness or kulang sa dissemination of information. I don't know, siguro yung mga negosyante dito, baka sila rin hindi nila alam kung ano bang gagawin natin pag code red na or ano ba yung ine-expect natin pag code red na. Baka may mga ganong pagkukulang on the ground.
Yes, ma'am. Can I just quickly po go through what we have been doing po? So first, there's
Okay na yan,
Yes
kasi
po.
hindi naman kami
Yes.
doktor.
Opo.
Ano ba dapat gawin ng
Okay po.
taong
Let's
bayan?
go po to the next steps po. Next steps. Okay, so as mentioned po ni Dr. Gemma, there's actually 2 sub-levels. Ngayon gusto ko lang pong i-clarify, bakit po there's a difference between the sub-level 1 and the sub-level 2. When we say local transmission, ako po, halimbawa, ako ay may sakit, pero ang na-infect ko lang po ay ang household contacts ko or a very small area. That is local transmission. Pero kapag lumalabas na po sa household ko and I'm already infecting the rest of the community, that is community transmission and that is harder to contain and that will lead po tayo sa sub-level 2, which is the epidemic surge po. So we have in place a contingency plan para po answerin itong sub-levels 1 and 2 na code red po natin in response to the presence of local transmission and if ever we reach the level that there is community transmission or epidemic surge. We already have an interagency task force but that needs to be further expanded to other agencies that we need to engage para nga po ma-further contain if there is already community transmission. And you are correct, one of the most important intervention is really to raise awareness about this disease so that we can level down the sense of panic and fear and anxiety in
Siguro,
the community.
Dr. D. Guzman, just to share
Yes,
over
po.
the weekend, di ba? Kailan ba kayo nag-announce na May 4th and 5th? I think was it a Saturday?
Yes po.
Ano ba kayo? Monday. So yesterday, sa social media or sa mga Viber groups, nagkalat na yung umiikot na merong isang eskwelahan sa BGC na parang confirmed yung isang parent, so they had to parang disinfect the school. Tapos parang ako the whole time sinasabi ko, baka fake news yan kasi wala pa ako naririnig from DOH na may ganong case. But pagdating ng gabi, I think you announced it 10 or 11 o'clock, there's 4 additional confirmed patients na hindi naman kayo nagbigay ng detalye, so hindi alam ngayon kung saan ba galing tong 4 na to at kasama ba dun sa 4 na yon yung kumakalit na sa social media, sa Viber groups, itong isang case nga na parent na apparently confirmed daw. But sabi ko, wala, hindi yan totoo siguro kasi I mean, DOH is not announcing. Parang nangyayari kasi, nauuna yung mga Viber groups kesa dun sa announcement ng DOH. And then, ang masama pa, parang yung isang company na nag-announce, parang nagagalit pa kayo dun sa kumpanya na yon just because they're informing the public, diba? So para kaya, I think you also have to, ewan ko, bilisan nyo yung pag-announce, pag-disseminate na information. Kasi nga, parang nawawalan ng kumpiyansa yung public with the way you're handling the dissemination of the patients.
please.
I understand
Dr.
po,
Arellano,
Senator. Actually, from the emergency...
kaya diskumpiyado lahat eh.
Yes
At
po.
kaya nagkakaroon ng panic kasi pa iba-iba na, nahuhuli pa.
Yes po. Just to go back to what Senator Binay said, the information was actually, DOH was requested to withhold the source of the cases. So, and then, that's why,
Hindi
in
yun
the
na eh. Ano
press
po,
con,
naiintindihan ko yung problema ng
Yes.
DOH, yung balancing act between the privacy of the patient
Yes.
and the of the public. But at the end of the day, your government officials, dapat laging mas mananaig kung ano yung mas makakabuti sa nakakarami. Katulad nga ito, parang ang dating kayo na lang ata yung hindi nakakaalam, pero halos lahat dun sa community na yon, alam na nila, alam na ng mga co-parents na confirmed na may coronavirus pala yung co-parent nila, but there was no word from DOH.
yes. So, it was actually the next day that the secretary already announced. Anyway, the issue of that case was actually dealt with, and it was discussed thoroughly what happened. And maybe may I just proceed, like, after that incident, what we have been doing. So we actually sent out five investigation teams in order to do the contact tracing. That's one. And number two, we try to identify other confirmed cases and get them out of the community and admitted them in the hospital, because the first thing that you have to do is to isolate these cases. Even the symptomatic. So even though we didn't know who else is positive, we actually got them out of the community. And third po, yung intensive communication campaign, actually, that's why the Secretary has been doing a lot of press briefing every day, even twice. But then, every day there's new things coming up, and we're trying to keep up with all this new information that we get. Like for the case, you said 4 cases. Actually, the specimen was taken in the morning and the result came out in the afternoon, something like that. It was really too fast. Like, every day we try to give out all the information. Yes.
Okay, thank you to the DOH representatives. Basically, what we are requesting is that DOH please present updated guidelines.
Yes.
Kahit hindi naman kayo nasa radyo at 24 oras,
Yes.
ang hinihingi lang po namin yung guidelines kung anong gagawin.